Jacobs. I heard your comment, of course, and your question at the end, and that's regarding the answers to be provided by Minister Heyliger. And I also know that both ministers here need to leave in a while, and that's why I included that in the adjournment. So whether the minister is indicating she has, this is Minister Heyliger, has answers to 3 questions posed. Members of Parliament, let us allow the minister to give those quick and brief answers, and then we take them along in our further deliberations. We take the answers along. So MP Christophe Emmanuel, if you just allow that, please, because you were actually the next speaker. Thank you. Minister Heyliger.
Thank you, Chair Lady. Again, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to our Secretary General. Good afternoon to the members of Parliament, my colleague Minister, Minister of General Affairs, Prime Minister, and those listening, viewing online, and sitting in the tribune. I have 3 questions. It's mainly just an update questions. And my first one was from the Chair Lady herself, MP Westcott Williams. And to summarize her question, it was regarding MP Westcott Williams asked to review the government's answers from January 2024, which is on the document IS 345. She also asked about the role of BTP as a regulator body, that a memorandum of MOU was signed between BTP and the government in 2017, and that government's answer indicated that the process was not completed and that it is under review by the Minister of TIAT in collaboration with BTP. The MP also requests further information on this status. To recap, in 2017, the Ministry of TIAT, my answer to you, Madam Chair Lady, along with VROMI, commissioned the BTP to conduct market research and update the energy policy. The goal was to develop recommendations on how best to assign the regulatory task to BTP for the utility sector. Based on information provided by BTP, BTP submitted a findings report to former Minister of TIAT along with their recommendations. The BTP has then sent several reminders requesting decisions and official approval to proceed, but unfortunately no response has been received. In order to appoint BTP as the regulatory body for utility sector, an amendment to the Landsverordening is required, and currently BTP is not performing as any regulatory activity over not over the utility sector, and this has not been done for the past couple of years. So we're still looking into following up on that Landsverordening. My next question was from MP Artwell Arian. He stated, and to summarize, it was that GEBE is requesting that big hotels and big developers to potentially come off the grid if they have generators that can sustain them, or if they have solar panels. The MP also knows that in the past that there were an issue with the same developers and that they asked to stay on the grid. He also stated that you are going, and I think he mentioned this to the Prime Minister, you are going reverse of the policy of GEBE. And what about the individuals which means that they're I don't understand the question, but something along the lines of getting off the grid so that they can put the energy back into the grid, and what options that we have as an incentive for regular homeowners and big hotels, and as well as not only the big hotels. So my answer to MP Arian is that the government recognizes the potential of solar energy and its role to achieving a more sustainable future for St. Maarten. We are committed to exploring ways to encourage residents and businesses to adopt this technology. We have initiated internal talks regarding policies that can be implemented to incentivize individuals and businesses who want to install solar power. And one such policy being explored is the net metering, allowing homeowners with solar panels to sell excessive electricity they generate back to the grid, so receiving a credit on their electricity bill. We are still in the early stages of this discussion, but we are actively considering various initiative program. My next question is from MP La Cruz. I also have a 4th question, but that was from MP Akim Arundel. But my next question from MP La Cruz, the MP wanted an investigation to take place into the price gouging of salt, and the MP wanted the Minister of TIA to look into this. The government has planned for audits across various sectors, and GB's fuel cost model, specifically the fuel cost, and is likely to be included. This audit could provide transparency into price structure and understanding the fuel clause in GB's pricing structure, and that too is very important. This clause reflects the impact of global fuel price fluctuation on the final cost of electricity to the consumers. And my last question I received earlier was from MP Arundel regarding discussions on behalf of the airport and the harbor regarding GB. And no, MP Arundel, we have not had any official discussions with the airport and the harbor regarding GB. Thank you, Madam Chair Lady, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Minister Heyliger-Marten, for those answers. Of course, if members would have taken note, and if anything further, questions or clarifications can be asked. I now want to give the floor to MP Christophe Emmanuel. MP Emmanuel, you have the floor.